Rundown.
Hey everybody, how we doing? John Anthony, Chair Shot Sports. For those of you, Happy New Year. We haven't seen any of our shows recently. Guys, first Raw Rundown. What a show on Netflix. For those of you that don't watch the channel regularly, over here I have the host of the Lowdown, Princess Skywalker. I have Jesse B to my left. Jesse, thank you for joining us.
Hello, hello.
And I also have Nick and Mike from the Run-In Podcast joining us as well. Guys, how we doing?
What's up? How's it going?
Chilling. How about you, man?
Nice. Chilling, baby. Loving it. So, guys, it's in the books. The first Raw on Netflix. 80% of the world got to watch Raw, whether it be for the first time or not. A lot of stuff to take in from the jump. I mean, obviously, cameras were different. The looks, the angles, the lights, everything is awesome. We got a new mat. We have a new entranceway. So I'll just go around the room. I'll start with Mike. What are some of your takeaways, and what are some things you saw that you liked about the new presentation on Netflix?
I'm glad they brought the drone cameras back. That shot of the drone going around is sick. That is probably my favorite thing. The smaller entrance, getting more people in is always cool. But man, all the drone shots and stuff like that, especially like specifically the one of Drew on the ring over Jay as he was hitting him. That one shot right there, because I was like, wait, where's that shot coming from? And I saw him drift. I'm like, oh shit, that's the drone. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Jess, what were your thoughts?
I like the new entrance. Be able to fit more people above it, give it a different view.
Awesome. Nick,
I don't know how I feel about the black ring apron canvas though.
That's very TKO-esque, very UFC. Got to pay the bills, right? So that 80% of the world watching, you got to pay the bills. And Fortnite paid a lot of money. Got real Hulkamania beer, obviously cricket as well. So that was very TKO-esque of them.
Yeah. That's true.
Nick, what's some of your thoughts, my man?
What do you guys see the entrance of when The Rock came out? How they had the cameraman pointing straight down the aisle and looking at him. And his back.
It's almost like below him, almost.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I thought the whole production crew throughout the night was amazing. There was people who didn't have the commercials and stuff got to see on the drones and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool too. There was actually a lot of cool new add-ons to it. Kind of waiting to see what's going to happen next week with it, to see what other things are brought out. But no, I really enjoyed the production this time.
Awesome. Yeah, I know a lot of great changes, a lot of cool stuff they're doing for Netflix. Obviously, The Rock opens the show. You can see the goosebumps with the light that was on him. Obviously, a great moment for him to open the show. Comes out. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Netflix. Thanks, WWE. Thanks, Cody Rhodes, the whole nine. Then we get into Roman and Solo, man. What a way to kick off the show. Tribal combat rules. Awesome match. I think it definitely delivered. Obviously, the Bloodline gets involved. Sammy and Jimmy get involved. And Roman hits the spear, man. Gets the win. Ulafala goes around the neck courtesy of The Rock. Roman's the OTC, the official tribal chief. What do you guys think? Let's go around there. What do you guys think of Roman getting this win and now being the official tribal chief moving forward?
I thought it was great. I don't know why you have, because specifically the only rule of tribal combat is nobody's supposed to get involved. And yet this is the second one in a row where everybody's gotten involved. Yep. So I don't know why they keep pushing that specific point just to break it. Just say it's no holds barred. It's fine. But other than that, the match was great. The entertainment value was through the roof. The right person won. For anybody that watches our show, The Run-In on Thursday nights, this was the only match we had different. We won't say who picked who. That way you got to tune in Thursday to watch that. But we did have that one different. But yeah, it was a great match. Great decision. Glad the OTC is back. And it's interesting to see where Solo goes from here.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, it was a really good match. It was a predictable ending, but all in all, it was a very good match leading up to the end. Kevin Owens getting involved was a little interesting. That threw me off. I was like, okay, where the fuck did he come from? And where does he fit into this? Because I thought he was feuding with Cody Rhodes. So that confused me a little bit, but I guess it made sense to bring Cody out again and showcase Cody one more time on the show for the night. That was a way to incorporate that. I assume that's why they did it.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was a really good match. And The Rock coming out, I really thought that there was going to be a rock bottom after he put that on Roman. I really thought a rock bottom was coming.
I didn't know what was going down. It was like the tension was high. I was like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna turn? Are we just gonna know what we're doing? I was waiting for it, but no, it was clean, man. It was clean.
Anybody else notice they didn't bleep out the FU solos?
Nope. They didn't.
Nope.
Heck yeah.
Nope.
I love that.
Let it ride, baby.
We finally get rid of that dang bleeping sound. I'm done with it. I'm done with that. All right, but otherwise, that was a great match. Everyone else hit the nail on the head. You know, like it was a good match. You know, just kind of dragged on a little bit in my book, but predictable ending. Roman's finally got the Ula follow, though. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see moving forward with the whole Solo acknowledging Roman, what goes down with that. So that's gonna be cool to see. Paul was not wrong, man. When they asked him at WrestleMania, like, "Where's the bloodline? Where are we?" And he's like, "Bottom of the third." And people were like, "Yeah, okay, buddy." Shit, here we are, right? We're like, what, 3 years later? We're maybe in the 5th inning, man. This story is not over anywhere close to being over. But yeah, so obviously that was a great way to open it. And here we go. Here we go for the last time, man. John Cena starting his run on Netflix January 6th. The last time is now. Makes his way out. Obviously, thanks a lot of people in Los Angeles. It's where everything started for John Cena. Prototype, bodybuilding, the whole nine. Started on the West Coast. And obviously we go through the whole charade of getting down to, like, you know, the record of him not winning and this and that, and then needs something lucky. Talks about the Royal Rumble. John Cena's entered himself into the 2025 Royal Rumble. What are your thoughts on the segment John Cena entering the Rumble and where we go? Kind of where his run you think might end up this year?
I don't think he's winning the Rumble.
No, I don't think he's going to win the Rumble. But this is so bittersweet, it being John Cena's last run. I mean, it really is. I've always been a John Cena fan, even back to basic Thugonomics. Like, I loved that dude. I had the CD. I knew the songs. I was a loser. You know, I fucking had it all. I absolutely love John Cena. So it's really bittersweet seeing that it's his final run. It's going to be interesting to see if he does get that 17th title. I hope they give it to him. I really hope they do, but I don't think he's winning the Royal Rumble.
If they do, it needs to be like at SummerSlam or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be his thing.
Yeah, make him work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm disagreeing with you two because I think he's going to win it. And I think he's winning the Rumble.
Hold on, let me write this prediction down because I know you guys like to keep score. Hold on, let me write this down.
I am. I've already said it. Me and my boy Esteban have been talking about this, and I think they're gonna let him win it, okay? And he's gonna have to face Cody. Cody's gonna have to face Cena. Big match. John shows up. There's your big match at WrestleMania, night 1 or 2, maybe night 2. I'm gonna put night 2 on that one. But me and him talked about it, and it does point towards everything's pointing towards Royal Rumble, and then him losing it a few months later, you know, to the guy who beat him last time, Solo. You were asking about that, and I was going to talk to you on Thursday about it, but I can't hold that one in.
That's fine. That's what we're here for. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jess. I don't know that he's going to win the Royal Rumble. Obviously, it's an attraction with him being in it the last time, the farewell tour. You know, because they've got to have a reason for him to be in an elimination chamber too. Because he's already said he's going to be in elimination chamber. So that's the only reason I don't think he'd win the Royal Rumble. Because they've already said he's going to be in that. Let him have one more last elimination chamber in Toronto. That may be the way he gets into it. You know, maybe have Seth Rollins or somebody like that win to go against Gunther, or CM Punk to go against Gunther. You know, something like that. But I don't think he's going to win the Rumble. But I am excited to see another year of John Cena, man. I'm like Jess. I've been a John Cena fan since day one.
I've loved John Cena for so long. I met him at Spooky World.
Nice.
Back in the day,
Nice.
baby. Like he was in the hat the whole nine, baby. It was. See, I think he's gonna lose the Rumble, lose the Chamber, now make it to Mania, or do something weird at Mania and exhaust everything, enter Money in the Bank and lose. Selfishly, I'm hoping this is the road they run because I'm going to SummerSlam in New York both nights. So I'm hoping that's where he wins the belt, goes on a couple months run, and then loses it for the end of the year. So I'm hoping that's kind of where it ends up. But I think I'm the same way. I don't think he wins the Rumble. They kind of exhausts it and does the whole thing he was talking about. He's like the martyr, like, guys, I got nothing left. And kind of falls into a match and gets the miracle, gets the win, the feel-good win before he has to, obviously, walk away to the sunset. So
has John Cena ever won Money in the Bank?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
It
It was
Sorry,
the red
I just
briefcase.
didn't-
Yep, he won that. Yep, he did. So that's what I was thinking too. Is it the first time? Like, nope, he already won that, so he doesn't need to, and he's not going to take that away from anyone else. He'll give the rub. He'll be the last guy on the ladder, get punked out, fall, but then he'll be like, guys, I got nothing left. Fall into it, win it at SummerSlam, go on a couple months wrong, and then there you go, and rides out from the sunset, all nice and classy, just as John Cena would. So we'll see what happens. But that's obviously for another topic. That's a whole show we could do as far as where we think that path is going to go in 2025. So that happens. Rhea and Liv, we've been waiting for this for a long time. Raw Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Great match. It was a good match, man. These guys really left it out there in the ring. I was impressed. Great match with them. Rhea gets the win, man. Mommy is back on top. Handing Liv the loss. The Dom stuff at the end, I love it. Finally gets a kick in the nuts. Gets a riptide for his troubles. And obviously Rhea's walking to the ramp. Under the gong hits, here comes Undertaker. Like, are we kidding me? What are we doing? Everything pulled out at the Intuit Center. Loved it for him being, obviously he was the first. He was there for the first main event of Raw way back. Nice to see him back on this Raw on Netflix. So that was cool. What were your guys' thoughts on the Liv and Rhea match?
Sped, you go first on this one. I want to hear your thoughts, especially about what happened after the match.
No, see, look, what happened after the match, I turned away. All right. I was like, I'm going to go get something to eat. Yeah.
For those who don't know, who haven't seen our show on Thursday night, Sped is the biggest Dom fan probably in the world, other than maybe Dom himself. So I was very interested to hear his thoughts on that.
If I had his number, I would have, been like, yo, you good? Yeah.
Or Sam Roberts.
Are you good, bro?
Yeah, I'd be like, yo. Or he sent him the gift being like, down population you, bro. Yeah, that one. But, that match.
Send him an ice pack.
Yeah, send him an ice pack. There you go.
The fact that Cole was talking up to, he's like, oh, you can't have full lift.
No, I thought it was a good match, though. Liv losing, I thought that was going to happen. Everyone was getting bored with her stuff, but they just the booking kind of fell through with this one. They could have had little micro feuds going into with Liv, into Rhea, being the end like usual. But, I mean, we all know Rhea's going to take over the women's division again, and Charlotte's going to come back, and we'll say what's up to Rhea. I mean, I've always said Charlotte's the Rhea Slayer. She puts Rhea down when she needs to, So, other than that, other than Dom getting kicked in the nards, I thought it was a great match. I just could have done without that. Someone call him an Uber, though.
Nards.
I'm crying. You call him an Uber?
Boy's gonna need one because Liv sure ain't taking him home after
Nah, you trying to hug mommy? Nah, you out of here, baby. See ya.
Yeah, right?
Bye.
What's funny, I saw somebody post on Twitter that was there that said that like Liv actually carried him out after all that, which is interesting. After him trying to hug mommy and all that, Liv still carried him out apparently in the live audience. So hopefully they play it up and let that kind of break apart and let Liv go out on her own. But from the sound of that, they may not be. Who knows? Maybe they were just doing it since it was off camera.
Maybe.
And I'm sure he's probably actually really hurt because I'm sure that probably hurt like hell regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Definitely, again, the right person won. It's interesting that all, I guess, the quote unquote baby faces won because even CM Punk winning. So Seth's kind of been the heel in this feud a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that every babyface on the card won. So they definitely wanted to send the crowd home happy and get the best reactions for that first episode, so they could the crowd could actually cheer as loud as possible.
Until they brought out Hulk Hogan.
Well, yeah, that's
Oh
true.
my god!
That's why all the faces had to win. Everyone's gonna be happy before we beat Hulk out.
They had to show them how they could boo too. They had to figure out some way to make them boo. They didn't really boo Dom all that much, oddly enough, like during that match. So they had to find something. So trot out, Hulk Hogan and let everybody boo him out of the building, and at least everybody in the world can see how you boo as well as you cheer.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
What are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So that happens.
It's all about. Look, he may wear red and yellow, but it's all about that green.
Yeah, it is.
You see what he got?
Not the green Travis Scott had.
You see the shirt he had on. So obviously, read the room, right? WWE's bringing you back. They're doing a thing with your beer. They're bringing you in for the biggest premiere ever, right? You see what he got off the plane with how obviously the Mega Powers with him and Macho back. It says Mega Powers. I'm like, Hogan, what Hulk? Come on, man! Like, give it a couple weeks. What are you doing, bro? Like, Ari's somewhere going. Paul, I don't know about this, Paul. Like, we gotta talk about this because tough. But anyway, I digress.
Are we sure we need him on the show at this point?
That was so awkward.
Always like, it's the only guy they booed. What are we doing? Like, what? Roxy in the back, like, yeah, no, like, we can't do this shit.
It was so awkward.
Oh man, he had to have known it too. That's the biggest thing I ever like when we have someone on, I gotta be like, somebody that's gotten booed. I gotta be like, what's that like? What does that feel like when you're just trying to get your shit out and get the thing across, and people just boo, boo, boo? Like, that's gotta feel so like, to the heart.
Ouch. Especially being Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like they said, if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, they wouldn't have what they have today because he's kind of the one that put them on the map that way. But at the same time,
not for nothing, right? You're in California. If we're going political, the guy's wicked red, wrong state. Don't do it there. Not in Cali.
Wait till you get back to Texas or something.
On
your spot. Like, geez.
That's what I said. Wait till you get to Texas. Like, why did you pick California for this, man? You
or Florida. Next time you're in Tampa, trot him out. Because hometown, Florida, that would be the perfect place.
All day. You could have done it on Saturday Night Main Event. No one would give a damn. It'd be like,
all right. That's the funny thing. They're doubling down, right? So then the commercial comes on, and out like a half an hour later. Well, guys, you gotta watch Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah. And I'm like, now they're doing it again.
Yeah. Yep. Here he is again.
Hey, not next for nothing. That was a pretty good impression.
Ric Flair another match.
It was.
Oh, he's gonna be like the spokesman for it. Like, oh boy, I hope that beer is real freaking good because I'm telling you right now, man.
It's about to be PBR, basically.
Did you had it?
No, I don't drink alcohol.
It's definitely PBR. Then.
I was gonna say I don't drink alcohol anymore. I haven't drank since I came back home from Iraq.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not the greatest thing in the world. So, so that happened. Obviously, all that stuff with Liv and with Rhea. We get a backstage promo. We got Bailey talking with Pierce. Next thing you know, here's American Made. Chad just running his mouth. Give me the best lucha you got. Come on, guys. Like, we all know what this is leading up to. We all know that Penta's going to be debuting next Monday on Raw. So I'm excited for that. What are some of the things you want to see, like, Penta kind of do here in WWE? Ascend into a World Heavyweight Championship match? Like, kind of just, what are some things you want to see how he's booked here under Triple H and WWE?
I want to pause on Penta really quickly just to say, damn, Bailey. That girl was
obviously.
fine.
Yeah.
Holy shit, did she look good?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Back to our regular schedule program, but damn, Bailey looked good.
Well, according to your Twitter, you were liking Rhea's look too.
Rhea came out. I was like, "Damn,
Jess needed towels when she was watching Raw tonight." Apparently,
I'm like, "Damn, that girl barely got anything on."
Oh,
yeah, she had. There was definitely more tattoo than there was gear tonight.
There was definitely more tattoo than gear. That's for sure.
They knew what they were doing.
Like, holy shit, girl! That was quite the get up.
So, Jess, back to Penta.
Anyways, back to Penta.
Sorry, we
I
all got distracted.
digress.
I know we all got
Yes,
like,
we all got a little distracted there. That's okay. But Bailey looked fire. Anyways,
not as nice as Tiffany. Anyway,
I would love to see Penta just be successful in general. Just to come out there, be able to do his thing. It'll be interesting to see if he brings the same style, the flippy style that AEW or that WWE fans didn't like when he was in AEW.
mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see if he brings that style. Then all of a sudden, oh, it's the best.
I agree.
Best they've ever seen. But Penta's fucking talented as shit. So I wish him nothing but success.
No matter where he goes, no matter what he does, what titles he wins, I don't want him in the LWO or in Legado del Fantasma.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. 110.
Dude, at least they've done it a little bit. They've sprinkled Andrade in, but they let Andrade be his own person. Let Penta be his own person over on Raw if they're going to keep Andrade on SmackDown. That way, I mean, we don't have to put everybody together. You just don't.
Yeah. That's very VKM to like put kind of lump everyone together because that's what they are. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. I feel like LWO with being Rey Mysterio, they're like the Overwatchers. If they see some injustices, they'll come in and help you out. They'll be your backup. So,
yeah.
Can we get Lucha Underground Penta? I know you were talking about the flippy, stuff that he did over there, but can we get Lucha Underground Penta? Yeah. If we get Lucha Underground Penta, there's no chance that he's not world heavyweight champion by 2026 sometime. All right. That man ran through people in Lucha Underground, even in TNA, Impact Wrestling at the time. He was running through people. Yep. Him and his brother were just mowing through people all the time. And it was beautiful to watch. He was snapping arms, breaking fingers. He looked like Butch. I mean, Pete Dunne when he did it. Don't tell him I said
I know, but he's Butch.
He looked good, though. That's what I'm saying. Give me that Lucha Underground, that Impact, Penta, and Chad Gable's not surviving this. Wyatt family tried to end him. Penta really will. Yeah.
No, for real. Penta Lucha. Oh man, Lucha Underground. The Penta. That's he's got the build too. He might be a Lucha. He can definitely be a world heavyweight champion.
Oh, easy.
On either brand. Man.
Absolutely.
Rocks and bros, man. And obviously down the road, I'm sure once he reunites, obviously Tag Gold, I'm sure is in his future as well down the road too. So I'm sure that's a foregone conclusion. So I'm excited for that as well. So,
but on the other side of that, what are they doing with Gable, man? If they're going to let him lose again, yeah, he got to beat Otis and Tozawa, but if he's going to get squashed by Penta, what are they doing with Gable? I mean, it's.
I hate to think that they gave him that run. I really don't think this leadership team. I don't think they were the ones like, hey, give him that quick rub, get him to re-sign. I don't think that's how they do things there. I think this is a long-term storytelling kind of thing. I was
thinking.
I feel like this is a very okay, the word is escaping me right now. Transparent kind of leadership group where Paul was like, look, XYZ in 6 to 8 months, this, and then that. And this is what we're going to do with your character, just so you know. It's going to look like you're eating a shit sandwich without the bread. But listen, you're not, everyone's going to laugh. It gets funny. Then you're going to come up in a powerhouse. You guys are going to be this, be that. I think that's kind of what it is. And Chad understands the mission, and he's there. He's a company guy, and I mean, not for nothing, they gave him a group of a lot of up and coming dudes. These guys are young, so I think like down the road, I think it's a long term story kind of thing. And I think Chad's there for it. So, but I agree because watching what happened after he signed the contract, it's like. Great. Now you're just getting fed to everybody. Like,
we appreciate you signing. Now go lose.
Back in the day, I would feel like that was some VKM stuff. But I feel like it's like, hey, here's the group. Unfortunately, the Wyatts are in front of you. They're the hot. They got, obviously, my call for 2025 Superstar of the Year is carrying cross. Final prayers in front of you. Once that is done, then you will get your shot. Whatever it be, a Money in the Bank. These guys help you out. Whatever we're going to do, you're going to get your chance. Don't worry, we'll take care of you. So I think
that's a good point.
Yeah, I think that's a long run down the road. And Chad's out there looking great. At least not for nothing, he's featured every week almost. So it's good that him and the guys are featured out there. Ivy Nile, that girl needs to get the chains off of that girl. Like I know she's small, man, but like I followed her ever since she debuted in NXT. Woo! She could go, baby. She's small but powerful. Yeah, that girl's no joke. So I hope they take the chains off of her too at some point. So I'm excited for that. So obviously that's done. Here we go. We got The Rock Instagram talking to some guys in the back, dapping it up. I don't know if anyone caught it. Left Triple H hanging before he before he hugged Roman Reigns. Paul's like, okay, cool. And then Dwayne's out there drinking the Terramana, talking to a whole bunch of people. Gets in the car, talks about how he's going to be at NXT tomorrow night for New Year's Evil. Excited for that. Good rub for that. I put a meme up. He's going to walk in, look at Ava. Daddy's home.
I saw that.
It'd be cool to see the two of them on screen together. I'm sure it's a big moment for her. Then Travis Scott pops out at the top in the crowd.
Or puffs, either way.
No, I mean it pops. Yeah,
pops out. Either one works.
So Dwayne's out here having a couple libations, and here's Travis just dropping some sage on everybody in the crowd, just blessing everybody with some awesome sage. A cool WWE champion belt. The one behind me has Hardcore Champion written on it in the tape. I loved it. Obviously opening up for Jey Uso, coming down to the ring with him against Drew McIntyre. So that match was great. It was a great match. I mean, the payoff was really to see the two of them go. There's one more I can say about it. It was a solid match. I mean, Jay at the end plays possum, gets the 1, 2, 3. I don't think it's anywhere far from over. Drew's not done, like kind of with these guys moving forward. What are some of your thoughts about the match and where they go from here with Drew McIntyre on Raw?
It was definitely the biggest surprise of the night.
Yeah. It was a good match.
That's all everyone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, we're definitely not on USA Network anymore, though. We got Travis Scott out there fucking smoking a blunt. I was like, is he?
Yes.
He's smoking a blunt. I was like,
I think everybody had that same reaction.
Like, see you guys on NXT tomorrow night.
But that entrance was fire. The entrance for Jey Uso was just absolutely amazing. It's insane to see how far Jey Uso's come from the beginning of the Usos till now. Because he has surpassed his brother by fucking leaps and bounds. Like, there is no comparison between Jimmy and Jay when it comes to talent, when it comes to charisma. It's just, I was so glad when they separated them because you could actually see it. And he was able to go on and be the superstar that he was supposed to be. So it's really nice to see that. The match with him and Drew McIntyre was fire, but like you said, Mike, it's far from over.
Who died Friday?
Michael Cole and Pat McAfee just he got Cole up there eating. Like that was awesome.
I don't know if I would call what Michael Cole did yeeting. Michael Cole was definitely up there doing something. I don't know how we call it yeeting.
You literally heard Michael on he's like, screw it, I'm getting up here. Like,
we'll call what Michael Cole did yoping or something.
Yoping.
Yeeting.
He did coaling.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was cool to see.
He cold.
Yeah.
It was a great match. It was surprising that Jay won the way he did, though. I mean, who's gonna die now on Friday? When Drew goes over and he's really pissed. Is it Solo who's gonna take the brunt, or who's gonna take? Is it Jimmy that's gonna get it?
Is Jimmy coming back already?
Yeah, like
just to take a Claymore.
Yeah, again.
Your brother beat me. Come here, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh man. So yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes and how far it goes. Last man standing.
Throughout the night, and I should have mentioned this during the first match, that we didn't get a new Bloodline member at all. We've been teasing something new for the Bloodline, somebody showing up. Maybe they'll do it in a week or two when they turn on Solo. Because I don't know that we get the payoff for a while. Because what Roman mentioned, the 27th was the next time he was going to be on TV with that segment with Paul Heyman in the back. So I guess we've got to wait 3 weeks to see if Solo actually acknowledges him, and if Jacob and them turn on Solo. I mean, I don't know. That was a bigger surprise that nobody new showed up. You teased Penta, but you didn't have a debut.
Listen, man, no one can show up and take away the Rock's shine, baby. Listen, the Rock was representing the entire family tonight. So, I agree with you. I was expecting somebody, maybe not even like to have like affecting the decision of the match, but I expected somebody to pop out, but nobody. Okay, I guess we're gonna hold it out for the next 2-3 months, and hopefully something at WrestleMania or maybe after Mania. So we'll see what happens.
Speaking of debuts, I expected to see some sort of debut or return or something tonight besides The Rock.
I feel like
I mean,
we talked about
Charlotte,
it.
somebody.
Yes. Like after Rhea won.
I think we all talked about it. I think when they, even with AEW too, having with their shows, with like, it's one of those, like when they debuted on Max, this show was, okay, we're going to run a shit ton of promos, a shit ton of old school people and new people. This show was to, like, again, with the faces winning, I'm sure there's a method to the madness behind that, but this is the introductory. Now, 80% of the world can watch this show. Okay, these are all the people. These are the players. These are the games. Here we go. And why bring someone else new? Because now nobody knows who the hell they are without being invested in any of these stories. God forbid it's the first time you're watching Raw and you're like, who? Who's that?
Yeah,
what are we doing? What? Like, so I understand. Once we got halfway through, I said nobody knew it was going to debut tonight. Even for like a call up or something like that, that's not going to happen tonight. I think it's for the next coming weeks with them on Netflix. But even Logan Paul, to touch on that, Logan Paul was talking. I know they showed him on camera, but I really thought he'd have something to say, something to do with something.
Well, they advertised him like having a promo or something because he was in all
the
and
they showed him and he did like the time, and I'm like, that's Tiffy, that's not you. What are you doing?
They had a video package, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm like, at least he's rumored apparently to be John Cena's opponent at Mania, which is wild to me. If that's the goal,
I've heard so many different opponents for Cena.
Oh man, that's such a bad call. I really hope that's not.
I hope that's not it.
That's wild. If that's
Money in the Bank. If that's the case, that's
not WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's Money in the Bank.
To so many other dudes that need it. You're gonna Logan doesn't even need it. He's got 25 million people following him. He doesn't need a rub. He's a douchebag regardless. He doesn't need anybody helping him out.
If Cena isn't facing for the WWE or the World Heavyweight title at Mania, then he has to face Randy Orton one more time.
Yes.
Bring in the feud of feuds. Okay, and let these two finish out in that chapter. Let this story end where it's been going on for years. WrestleMania, all right? Just
I'd love to see those two go.
I agree with
two of my absolute fucking favorites.
110%. That is the way to go, man. That's the only. Oh man, that would be so cool to see that.
Two of my absolute fucking favorites of all time.
And that right there, that's why he's the talent of the run-in. Moments like that right there.
Orton, though, I mean, again, we can go down roads, man. We can go. Funny I say that. We could go down a lot of other roads and avenues. Like Randy might have his hands full in the next 2 months.
Yeah,
could be Undisputed Championship. Could be Kevin Owens. Like you never know, man. There's a lot of stuff for Randy. I don't think Cena might be on his dance card. I think, but whoever he does face, I hope it makes sense. It's something for good. But God damn, please not Logan Paul. Anybody but Logan Paul, man.
I'll tell you, I'll bring it back full circle. Let him have an open challenge at Mania and let it be answered by Chad Gable, and him recreate the ruthless aggression with Cena and Angle. Have that be a Chad Gable WrestleMania moment. Let him get a rub there. And let that kick off a new character for Gable. There you go.
I like that.
I was asking about him earlier. That brings it full circle.
Ruthless aggression. Yes. Awesome. So then we get that, and then Gunther with an amazing promo. Like you want to build this man up. He doesn't have to show up on Raw. Doesn't just show up. I'm gonna cut my promo. I kill your hopes and dreams. I'm the man they come to die. And I was like, whoa, badass. I love the promo with Gunther. That was awesome. Building him up in such a good way, man. That was good to see. And then we talked about, a little bit with Roman Reigns, Paul, like, what can we do? When can we have something to celebrate? Out of the residency. And he's like, January 27th. Funny, January 28th, we talk about WWE 2K25 and the cover athlete, who has now been leaked to probably be Roman Reigns. Yeah, he's like 2K20. Nah, get out of here with that game. No, I want to be in this game. This is the one I want to be. I feel like, but the reason I think this makes sense for all of us, I don't know, I'm sure all you guys game. For those of you that have played it, I feel like it's going to be a Bloodline showcase. Something, it's going to be running the gauntlet of all the way from when he started, keeping Roman's title going the whole time of the 3.5 years of him being champion, stuff like that. So I think that's kind of a tie into 2025 with 2K. So I'm excited for that. What are some of your thoughts as far as the Roman segment and kind of tying it in with 2K25?
I totally missed that part.
Yeah, well, I saw this segment. I didn't get the tie-in because I hadn't seen the news about him being the cover athlete, so I didn't get that part. I guess
My
I missed
son's
that
gonna like
post.
it.
Yeah.
My son will like it. He plays 2K25. I haven't played WWE since Raw versus SmackDown 2010 or 2008. One of those two.
I mean, eight was the GOAT. Well,
yeah,
SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. That was kind of the GOAT.
Yeah, hold on. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain was
yeah,
awesome.
that was the GOAT, baby.
WWF, No Mercy on the N64.
N64, yes.
Right. Wait, can we go back real fast? Can we go back real fast to that Gunther promo? Anybody else notice how he was black and white? And the title was still color, and it looked even more badass than normal. And it made that feel even more prestige than it is right now. Don't get it twisted. Seth Rollins did that title right, but I think Gunther's about to put that thing on a different planet for a while. He's about to run through the division. It's like Obafemi in NXT. He's about to go through everyone. Yeah.
And I want to make a comment based on the comment in the main event did about Gunther looking at the mat in disappointment. I think that is a perfect vehicle to send him over to SmackDown. That he's like, look, I'm not wrestling with all this BS on the mat. I respect the mat too much. I don't want all your advertisements. Send me over to SmackDown where they actually respect the mat and it's clean and there's no promos or anything on it. And that would be a good way for him to go over to SmackDown and bring Cody back over to Raw. Yeah, since they want Cody on there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So let's freeze it there. No matter who ends up where. Go back to what we were talking about. If John Cena is to become a 17-time, does he become a world heavy? Regardless of who has it, does he become a world heavyweight champion or does he become an undisputed champion? If he does win 17 times, what do you guys think? Is it Raw or SmackDown that he wins that belt on? Obviously, it depends kind of who has it, but where would you like to see him win that belt?
Get the undisputed. Because if he does, let me bring back the spinner belt for a little bit. Because everybody's talking about bringing back the wing.
My wallet already hurts. Great.
He says his wallet hurts.
Great.
I don't know if you noticed, but John likes the title.
I know. I'm starting my collection now. All right.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got one, but Knuckles is in front of it, so you know how that works.
Oh, matters, baby. All you need is one.
Oh, I'm gonna get more. I'm going to go get the 24/7 title for my son here soon.
Nice.
He thinks he's a 24/7 champion, so I'm gonna go get it for him. Yeah.
But R-Truth, he's got like 50 something of them. He'll probably give you one.
Yeah. Oh man. But no. If Cena does win, he needs to win the WWE Undisputed. Bring back the spinner title for a little bit. If it's only for a couple of months, you got a couple of months, you sell the crap out of those titles. Make money off of that. Yeah. But if it's on there, he has to go back to SmackDown though. It needs to be on SmackDown. That's where he started. It's where he needs to finish. Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Let's go.
Is whatever happens, it has to be on SmackDown because that's where he started. He started on SmackDown.
I saw this.
And plus, you're still building the prestige of the world heavyweight, because technically it's the new title when Seth had it.
Yeah.
Don't give that to somebody that's older. Let him go with the WWE title, the undisputed title that's already got the prestige and everything to it. Let the younger guys kind of let that kind of be like the IC of the world title, where it's more the work rate, the younger guy, the more work rate style champion.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I like that. And it's funny. It's they talked about. I can't believe we're already here. I mean, 2025 snuck up too, but there's all 103 days left till WrestleMania. It's so crazy. Next thing I know, they'll be that weekend. It goes by so fast once we hit January. Once they start announcing it, it's going to be here before we know it. I'm crazy. And speaking of Mania, one of the bigger segments apparently of Raw, Hulk Hogan makes his appearance on Raw on Netflix to a shower of the Boo Birds. Booing him out of the Intuit Arena. I get it. New signee with the Real American Beer. He's there to talk about it, rip the shirt off, talk about Raw's Netflix. Obviously, without a Hulk Hogan, we don't have probably WWE in this day and age. What's going around? Your thoughts on Hulk Hogan and his segment on Raw tonight?
I loved it. because it gave me a chance to go do the few chores I needed to do so I could do this show and not have to worry about it afterwards. That gave me a chance to go take the trash out, make sure that, all the food was put up from dinner, all that good stuff. So it was perfect. Right before the main event there, it gave me a chance to do everything I needed to do. So it was great.
That segment.
Poor Jimmy Hart. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bathroom break.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
Bathroom break, trash, got dinner. Okay, cool.
My daughters fell asleep during that segment, so I was like, yeah.
Sweet. Kids went to
See,
bed.
look at that. Hulk Hogan putting everybody to sleep in 2025.
I was
Thanks,
like,
Hulk. Thanks, Hulk.
yeah, I have to give him a little thank you for that one.
I don't know, man. Like, I get it. Like, they're just trying. They're trying, and they got to know there's some kind of blowback from it. But it's just Oh man,
Do they though?
They
But
should've did
without
the
Hogan, man, listen, you gotta respect it. We talked about it before we came out. Just without him, there's nothing, and it's just so wild to see like how the mighty have fallen now. Like, there's no coming back. Like at this point, out here, like
At this point, I'd rather see Flair come back than Hogan. I mean,
you got.
I told him earlier today nobody wants to see his old wrinkly ass die in the ring. So
Jesus, damn, man, you gotta be dark about it.
Did you notice that part? Like when he first walked out, you could tell he wasn't going all the way to the ring. Like he was hobbling out.
He's definitely
Hogan was.
And he has hip replacements. I'm like, damn, that's with replacements.
Well, and then he got old ass Jimmy Hart with him.
Poor
who
Jimmy
just
Hart.
turned like fucking 80 something.
He looks amazing
out there swinging that damn
guys.
flag that probably weighs more than he does.
He looks great there for that.
Every meet and greet I go to, I haven't met him. I want to get one of the. I should probably get one of the like the horns, like the little microphones, and have him sign it. But like, I'd rather see him. He looks good, man. Like he looks $1 million. He stays in shape. I just the flag.
He needs to promote his plastic surgeon more than he promotes a beer, though. That would be a better promotion.
Like a commercial would have been better.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother. Check out my new beer, Real American. And that's it. Cut to it. Get out of here. Like, that's fine. Don't bring them out. Don't bring them out.
Yeah,
or
then just play the music.
Have them on the screen so you can blue wrap the booze.
They could have just made it an ad for the people who had to watch the ads,
Yes.
Don't watch the ads.
Fuck everyone internationally. You guys don't even get commercials. That's fun. That's messed up, man. In America, we get advertisements. And internationally, no, they get the match.
I think you could still pay the Netflix premium and not get it, because I saw a few people posting that they hadn't seen in America that didn't have to watch commercials. Apparently, they've got an ad-free version you could buy.
They're going to go that route. Okay.
Yeah, Netflix will get that check. It'll be the largest Netflix gate in the history.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Can we stop? Advertising this the largest gate? Hey, we charged you more money to see the show than we've ever charged you before. Congratulations.
Yeah. That's all that means. Just so you guys know, one more time, you've made history. How many times did you come out and talk about the largest gate in whatever arena he's in? I'm like,
right,
Dwayne, stop. Like, how much did you charge for these tickets? Exactly. Like, stop.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Thank you for spending your money. We appreciate you.
I don't know. I spent like $10 when I saw him here in Denver. I spent like $35 on 2 tickets.
He popped out that time in Denver when Max was in the ring.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a show. Yes,
that was a really good show.
Yeah,
but yeah, I got the tickets for like $35 for 2 of them.
2014 was the last time I saw him live. It was in Hershey as well when he was feuding against CM Punk for a little bit.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was nice.
That wasn't a bad way to spend $35. Got the Rock, you got McAfee,
Cody. Shit.
Yeah.
That's the least anyone's ever spent to see the Rock, especially if you're at the Intuit Arena. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can go to a UFL game for $10. Visit some of those.
I'm going to Birmingham. I'm going to Birmingham just to see that thing.
UFL's picking up, man. Come on.
I'll take you down there, brother.
All right.
No shit. They're $10 a ticket to go watch the spring football league. UFL is $10 a ticket.
I really wish you would open something in New England. It's always like New York or Jersey. I never get anything like here. Like open something like in like New York, like Boston, something like New England wise.
Yeah.
Sucks. Anyway, all right. I digress. So anyway, we go through all this stuff. We come to the main event, a match that for CM Punk is 4,000 days plus in the making. It's been 11 or 12 years since he's been on Raw. Punk and Rollins, man. It delivered for me. It hit. I think it was great. I mean, GTS is for days. They're still GTS of each other. It was awesome to see. These guys definitely left it out in the ring. Great 1, 2, 3 for Punk to kind of put this away. We know it's not over with. I'm sure he'll put its head up at the Rumble or something after that with the Chamber as well when it comes time to going for the World Heavyweight title. So Punk gets the win here, guys. I mean, where do we go now with this rivalry? Does Rollins kind of let it go and kind of move on and go in a different direction? Does Punk kind of move into the World Heavyweight Championship title picture, or where do we go from here?
I do know that we're gonna get Drew McIntyre being like, "I told you so." You couldn't beat him. I couldn't beat him. Yeah, because that's what he said. I'm gonna do something you couldn't do and beat Punk. Yeah, but anybody else see the level of troll Punk was being tonight with
Yes.
the jacket? Yeah. I understand he's getting old and stuff like that, but that was funny in my book. But the match itself I thought was great. Punk looked like he was selling stuff a little much, or he just looked winded or something. He didn't look like he was ready to be in that ring, to be honest, at certain points. When he got kneed in the face after the third GTS, he looked like he was actually out for a second. Because I was like, that's when I started noticing. He was like, nope, I'm just gonna lay on this. I'm just gonna lay on this rope right here. You know, this rope.
I'm just gonna lay here for a second.
Go, you guys pull out. I'll be back. I just got
Damn, are there not commercials in this show? Shit.
Yeah. He's like, oh my God.
You guys doing the breakaway shit. What are we doing?
Because I know when he got hit on the first one and he rolled out, he was like, "Oh yeah, that one hurt." Because you can see it on his face. He's like, "Oh, I got to use this barrier to stand up." And then Rollins just blows through him again. And Rollins is almost ending up in the freaking crowd. That was hilarious. But yeah, no, Punk looked like he was out on his feet most of that match. You know, took a lot of shots to the face.
Well, it's like you said, like when he rolled out of the ring and he was laying on the apron or outside the ring on the floor, you could see he was breathing very heavily at that point. Like when he was laying face down like this, you could see him like physically lifting when he was trying to breathe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he was definitely his first real match back, other than damn Hell in a Cell. Yeah, it was, but I mean, it was a great match. The right person won. I think from here, Seth continues his heel turn a little bit more. I think you get, kind of that McIntyre Owens kind of turn the same way they've been doing. And I'm here for it. I love heel Seth Rollins a lot more than what we've had.
He's so good as a heel.
Oh
yeah, he's way better as a heel than he is as a babyface. He just has that natural personality. But fucking Phil, though, of course he gets the win.
Fucking Phil.
I have held my tongue and I have not said fucking Phil all damn night, and he's been brought up a couple of times. I had to get fucking Phil in. But I mean, I kind of knew he was going to win that match. He's been winning everything.
No, he needed to win that match.
Oh, he needed that match. Yeah.
He needed that match. Yeah,
he really needed it. Yeah, that was something we said on Thursday. He needed that match. It was really bad for him. Things weren't looking good.
No.
But yeah, I think it was a great main event, man. I think it was awesome. I think all in all, like, I mean, for 3 hours, I see a lot of people crying about it, griping about it. Out of 3 hours, we get 4 matches. Like, I get it. Obviously, but it's introductory to the people who have not watched Netflix. Or I'm sorry, Raw on Netflix. It's a new time. A lot of pomp and circumstance around it. So let's go around. Is there something that wasn't on the show that you thought, aside from like a return and stuff like that, is there something maybe you wanted to see? Somebody you thought they might have featured on the show that didn't get showcased?
Something they did feature was the old school Raw themes, and I enjoyed every second of that. Yeah, the old TNN, Spike TV, days with Eric Bischoff, Bill Goldberg, the real Raw theme, from the 2000s. I thought that was pretty cool that they were doing that. But no, what they didn't show, I would have liked to see Braun Breaker put your IC champion on on Netflix. Put him on there.
That's
on
probably the
biggest,
one I'm really upset about. Like, why wasn't he? That's your
what,
golden boy going forward. What are we doing?
Exactly. What are we doing here? Where is he going now? Yeah, we did the whole Sheamus thing. We've done the whole Ilya thing. We've done this and that. Where's it next for him? Yeah, I thought we would get something with him, a promo battle, something like that, but we didn't get nothing. You know,
he got featured. He got a shout out in the crowd. That was it.
Yeah,
he's cool. Part of the show, and he's in the crowd.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Why is he in the crowd? Why is he backstage? Why was he?
They did the same thing with their tag team champions, though, the War Raiders. They had them in the crowd too. I'm like, what is going on here?
Why are you in the crowd?
This is Raw. You got your champion sitting in the crowd, you know? No, don't do that.
Why you do that?
Don't do that.
Why you do that?
No.
Oh, that's silly. That's silly indeed.
It's
fun the video that I posted earlier today. If nobody watched it, you should go to my page and watch the YouTube video I posted.
That's literally our thing.
Beulah Borg. No, don't do that.
Anyway,
why you do that?
Well, Mom Bricks, I agree with. So you're IC champion, you're tag champions. I get it. There's only so much room at the end. You can't fit everybody. Rock takes up a half hour of screen time. Cool, we get it. But
with the most pointless fucking promo I've ever heard in my life.
Well, because you gotta shout out the execs, you gotta give them their love, you gotta stroke Netflix. They need that. That's part of the gig. When you pay out $10 billion, you gotta say them by name of like, oh, that's why we're doing this and they're doing that. So yeah, you can boo it all you want, you can poo it, but
I mean, I promise you, if Netflix, if you want to sponsor the run-in or any of our shows, I will say your name at least 20 times.
Every day.
I mean,
I'll
give you 30 minutes at the beginning of every show. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Well, we just keep talking every 5 minutes. I'll just say the name, pop back up, and we'll go right back into it. Like
I'll just put an AI voice generator. It just pops up every 5 minutes.
The name just keeps scrolling at the bottom of our show. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Over and over on the bottom.
There you go.
Sponsorship, Sonic.
Yeah.
Listen, you get Sonic. I'm trying for proper 12 and Terramana, baby. Listen, bring the mana to the chair shot.
Situation. Listen, if you're
on the run-in, let's go.
But speaking of themes, though, am I the only one that there wasn't an actual theme to the show, like to begin the show this time? They had the video package like the cold open with Triple H, but we didn't get a new theme song. We didn't get a new intro video.
It's funny you say that. That's my biggest gripe, I think, with Raw and with SmackDown. Like, I get it. Like, we do these opens where sometimes we come right in. Hey, we're live here and insert city name. We're going to do. I missed the fucking open. Like, I want to hear the damn song. You're talking about Travis Scott. It's a banger. I like it. I like the song, especially the way it vibes with their entrance. Play the damn song. Play the entrance. On SmackDown, once on maybe every 4 weeks, you get an intro. SmackDown just cold opens all the time. They show the strobes going in the arena. We go right to an entrance. Play the damn song. Like, I forgot who does the SmackDown theme. Is it Cardi? Who does Megan Thee Stallion, right?
Yeah, somebody. Well,
Megan Thee Stallion. Like, why'd you pay all that money? Because you literally play like 3 lines of her song in the arena, then we go to something open. Play the damn entrance. That's what I waited for when I was growing up. 8:59, 9 o'clock, boom. The theme hits with the song in the package, boom, get pumped up, run through the wall. Do the same to SmackDown. I mean, nothing will ever beat. I might be in the minority in this. Beautiful people at SmackDown.
Oh, come on. That was the greatest one.
Thank you.
Yes. I was just thinking that too. Like, yeah.
You just want to beat somebody up that walked into your room.
Oh,
like you were just
and then they had the video package with it too. It was like, oh, come on, man.
Oh,
God forbid your mom come check you at that point. Get out of here, mom.
Get out of here.
Nobody can clean my room. Oops, sorry. I was
Why are you listening to Marilyn Manson? I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it. It was the wrestling. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it. What happened was
I accidentally pressed play. I fell on that
damn wrestling. But that's my biggest gripe. It's funny you say that. It's like we're not getting these guys who have the themes. They play like a little hook, like the and like it's like and they're just doing a cold open. Like, what are we doing? Let me see the package. Did you guys happen to see the old? They redid. I think WWE did it. They did the old school Raw is War promo with all new people, with all the new people. Oh,
yeah. I was hoping that's what we were getting because I saw that on Twitter last week.
Why are we making these? I'm using this and not using it. We want to see this stuff on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man.
God. Anyway, Union Underground is probably one of the best, though. If it wasn't the actual Raw is War, like throw it in your eye, like Union Underground is probably one of the better themes that they ever had. My opinion, just mine. But yeah, so awesome. But I think the show was good overall, man. I think for what it was, again, I think this was an introductory kind of thing where they had to introduce people to the players, the titles, who does what. Nostalgia for people who are tuning in. Oh, I haven't watched Raw in a while. Oh, is that Undertaker? What are we doing? Like that kind of stuff. But I think the future's gonna be bright on Netflix, man. I love the camera work. I like the setup. I like the angles. I like everything about it. I think it's gonna be successful, and I'm excited, man. It's gonna be fun. I think they're gonna do a lot of cool stuff on. And again, we're not getting the crowd chants getting bleeped out. Obviously, I think they're gonna keep a little bit of PG to it, but I think you'll see a little more blood, a little more risque, I guess. Segments and talking, but other than that, I think it's going to be good. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. It was definitely a good episode.
Yeah, can't wait for the women's IC title match next week.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm torn. I think everyone's going to riot if it's not Dakota, but at this point, you got to go.
Also,
what do you thought? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, I wouldn't guess. That's just also. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Dakota. I feel like is just ever since she's been moving through the brackets. I mean, I love both of them. I think they're both great. But just it's going to be so tough to see either one of those young ladies taking L because obviously her coming up from NXT and Dakota is a very very big fan favorite right now. Like coming back from injury and everyone just loves her. So it's one of those things where she kind of due and deserves it. So. It's not as open and shut and cut and dry as it was for the U.S. Women's Championship, but this IC title one is going to be rough. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins that. I'm excited for it. A lot of good matches for next week. A lot of good stuff. I'm excited for it. Like I think the card's going to bang. And while we're talking about it, I mean, obviously talking about Friday real quick. I mean, what are your thoughts on the 3-hour SmackDown on USA? Did you guys watch it?
Oh, I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I agree. I love SmackDown 3 hours, man. Obviously, a couple more commercials. It's USA. It's what they do. But I think 3 hours very much suits SmackDown for what they have over there.
I thought I saw today, though, that they're taking it back to 2.
No.
USA got nothing else to watch.
No, it's part of the deal. No, it's their 3-hour thing was like, that's a thing. Yeah. Because that works out for USA, too, because when you go 3 hours, it's not USA doesn't give a shit if they run as long as they get their ad revenue, they're running. I mean, obviously the ratings have to be there. I mean, but to a point, but USA is running their ads out there and stuff. I mean, they're getting their money's worth in 3 hours. So
plus, they got nothing
it's Friday night. Nothing else is going on. Yeah,
they got nothing else to watch on USA. I mean,
there's some other show used to be on Friday nights, but that got canceled. What?
Suits? I don't know.
Well, sorry, my bad.
Start your haterade.
My fault. Sorry. No, what? It's pre-taped anyway. I mean, all right, yeah. So, but all right, great, awesome, guys. So, hey, great, awesome kickoff show for the Raw Rundown. We'll be here every night following Raw on Netflix, whether it's myself and a whole bunch of co-hosts, obviously with Jess, with Mike, everybody else hanging out and joining in the fun. So, go around the room. Where can we find you guys on socials for those of you that don't know where to find you?
Go ahead, Jess. Ladies first.
So you can find me on X at Jess Skywalker 10 or on YouTube at The Lowdown with Princess Skywalker and John Anthony.
Sped?
Just type in Spedrock and you'll find me.
That was
that
so
easy.
like Spedrock. That's it. Boom. We're good.
Yeah, same thing at _BigMike27. Pretty much all socials. Be sure to tune in Thursday night, 8 o'clock, me and Sped at the run-in to find out who won our WWE Raw, Netflix, and our New Year's Evil predictions. Hopefully I come out on top, but you'll have to tune in Thursday to find out.
If you come out on top, I'm crying on stream, right on the camera.
So,
as soon as it goes live, tears are coming out of my eyes.
I see.
Okay.
I'm going to tune in just to see crying. That's awesome. I love that.
Just to see crying.
Wait a minute. So do you guys have I see this a lot with you guys. Like, obviously, we like a lot of stuff. I watch your guys' show. Do you guys have a trophy or something? Like, Rule of Fallout? Do you guys have something for the person who's like the chief, like the head picker of like, what do you guys have?
So the run-in has 3 titles. We have 2 crowns, one for AEW, one for WWE predictions. We have a belt for NXT, and if you hold all 3, there is an Emperor of the Run-In Cup. which has only been held by SPED at the end of 2024. Which with the last AEW pay-per-view that I finally got the crown back for AEW, so I'm currently the king of AEW on the run-in. So he is no longer the emperor of the run-in. So we'll have to wait and see what happens to see what happens there.
So you're the king of AEW, so that's cool. You get a Burger King crown, okay? And then like you're all right. So, all right,
Look, that's where
cool.
the best wrestle, but it's also where the best predict.
Okay, I like that. That was good.
Yeah, but the thing
Awesome.
is,
Okay, so you guys kind of like a Heritage Cup kind of thing going. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh yeah, he may be the 2-time WWE king and a 2-time AEW king, but he's never been an emperor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
2025.
Listen, I'll be a 2-time emperor in this before you get one.
We'll see.
From that, once he wins it, every time after he talks, you'll be like, "Who?" Just like, oh, okay.
Like, Oba's my guy.
Like, like today on the running. Who?
Yeah.
Awesome. And for those of you that just fallen into this and that happen to see my stream, you can find everything that we do here on the Raw Rundown. Also pairing with on the Lowdown with Princess Skywalker, also being her co-host, and whatever else we decide to do during the week, whatever else we have on the show. You can find all of that at Chair Shot Sports and also at Chair Shot Media. So awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. This is an awesome episode. Inaugural. It was fun. And Netflix, very excited for Raw Netflix. I'm excited to see what the coming weeks have to do. So I'm happy for it.
Definitely.
Awesome, guys. Well, for Jess, for Mike, for Sped, for myself, thank you so much, guys. And we'll have a great week. And we will see you guys soon.